the rock bottom, he lost his job. And I'm praying the Nets don't do that this time. I'm praying that Sean Marks is in his bunker mad right now. I'm praying Sean Marks is at his whiteboard with his team going, okay, we went superstar. I've lost institutional control of my team. I'm not even in charge anymore. Rock Nation is in charge of the damn team. But you know what? I'm going to let Rock Nation have it. Go ahead, call whatever press conference you want with Kyrie Irving. I don't even know if they had Sean Marks' permission. Have you ever seen a player give a press conference in the Sean Marks era and he wasn't right there? Where is Sean Marks? Nets fans, does anybody know? Has he made himself available to the media? Has he given it? Shit, last year we went on a losing streak. He gave out beer. Right? The stench of losing, I pray. Because I know Sean Marks thought he was smart in the offseason. I know August 1st he was like, Garrett Temple, Taurean Prince, DeAndre Jordan, let it ride. I got Kyrie and KD. Can't nobody tell me shit. I'm Sean Marks. I made it happen. I delivered 2 superstars. The best team in Nets history. And I'm going to tell you, Sean Marks, if that was what you were thinking, and I pray to God it wasn't. This is not the best team. See, the best Nets team, and I'm my favorite Nets team is the New York Nets team, the Dr. J team that had him and Brent Barry. Now that was 2 superstars. Right? When the Nets had Dr. J, he was basically the LeBron of that era. Okay? Pre-Magic and Bird coming into the league. And Magic and Bird wasn't the spectacle that Dr. J, the jumping from the free throw line, Statue of Liberty dunks, can do everything with the ball, taking it full court. Like, I was only 3, 4. I was 4 years old. It was my 4th birthday. Something like that. Some kind of celebration. When I saw my first live basketball game and I saw Dr. J and he was incredible. And that never wore off me. That never came out of my psyche. I followed that man in Philly, everywhere, because he was just a beast. But that wasn't the best NBA Nets team. The best NBA Nets team was the Jason Kidd teams. And people go, oh, we had a superstar in Jason Kidd. No. You had a team that 1 through 4 was incredible. That 6, 7, and 8 on that team was great. The only problems were the centers. You put a top 15 center on that Nets team, we challenge. We challenge for championships. If they had gotten Jason Kidd maybe 2 years before, and if he wasn't such an evil, backstabbing, just horrible human being that we've come to learn that he is, I mean, any basketball player that tries to bang his teammates' girls, you're a basketball player. You can have anybody. Why would you want to mess with your teammate's girl? I'm a desk jockey loser. I've never wanted to smash my friends' girls, and I'm not a basketball player. Right? I never had a problem with the ladies. I'm a good man, married 20 years. My wife is beautiful. When I met her, she looked like a supermodel. You know, she used to sneak in the clubs saying that she was Kimora Lee Simmons. You know, my wife is gorgeous. I love her. Best decision I ever made was marrying that woman. But at the same time, even if she was somebody else's, I wouldn't have tried this. I wouldn't try to, you know, smash my friend's wife. Okay, I'm going all over the place. Sean Marks, if you thought you succeeded when you signed the two superstars, you are naive. And all of this goes bad if you don't wake up. Let's do some math. Right now, Kevin Durant's chances, based off of the history of the injury, his age, his weight, his height, and how he plays the game of basketball, Kevin Durant has literally a 50-50 chance of coming back. But let's say it's 75%. Let's be optimistic. Let's say Kevin Durant has a 75% chance of coming back. In order for the Nets to have a successful season next year, Kyrie has to play with Kevin Durant. Okay. Based off of his injury history and his age, Kyrie Irving has a 75% chance of playing all the way through a playoffs in the 7-game series. So that means the Nets have a 50% chance of having Kyrie and KD for all of next season, and that chance goes down even less the year after. And then you throw this in it. If the third best player is Karis LeVert, then that chance drops down to 35%. Because he has a 75% chance. Now, if we just played the percentages of the chance for someone to come back from that Achilles injury, then our chances of ever being a good team is slim to none. That is a reality. I'm smart enough to know it. I'm praying Kevin Durant kind of knows it in the back of his head, which is why I'm happy he's sitting out this entire season. Do everything you can to come back. And please don't tell me you're trying to be vegan, Kevin, because that lowers your chances even further. I've been having my thing. It's the two things in my life that made me come to find out that this vegan diet is a scam and a hoax and not good for human beings. My daughter has lupus. It's a sad and dangerous disease that keeps us, in the hospital on a weekly basis. She takes about, on a weekly basis, she takes about 50 to 60 pills on a daily basis, depending on what day it is. She gets, if her white blood cell count is high, sometimes she has to get blood transfusions, and it's a horrible disease. It's a blood disease, right? It causes inflammation. It basically makes it where your own immune system attacks healthy tissue. We tried everything as a family. We got her on a vegan diet. And when she started, you know, getting sick, we decided, oh, we must be doing the vegan thing wrong, and went harder. She started getting sores on her hand and feet. Could you imagine the palms of your hands being eaten away at by your own immune system? Right. And after that, we started doing some research and, finding out that everybody's different, what is healthy for some is not healthy for others, other diets, and then that human beings cannot operate without vitamin B12. We are omnivores. Some of us are more carnivore. Some of us, if we come from a place that is more gatherer than hunter, then we could probably survive with just fish or something else. Like you know it. You know what you like. And I understand, like, some people love animals and feel like, the corporatization of animals and all of that. It doesn't matter. One of the worst foods that you can eat is these Beyond Burgers that they market now heavily at Barclays Center. Kyrie and DeAndre Jordan are both big investors in it, and they're both vegans. And by the way, DeAndre Jordan jumps right now. I mean, he's so good at catching lobs that he still catches lobs, but it looks like he's only jumping 10 inches off the ground. It's not Lob City Clippers dunks anymore. It's like he's scraping the rim and just getting over. He's not even jumping like he used to. That is not Defensive Player of the Year, DeAndre Jordan. We don't have that version. His contract is one of the worst in the NBA because of the length. It's only $10 million. But it's only going to get worse because athletes who are basically modern day gladiators, modern day warriors, and someone even told me, gladiators only ate, wheat and barley and porridge, and yeah, because they wanted them to be fat. They knew and it was cheaper to give them that. They were slaves. And if the gladiators were fat, they could take swords, cuts, and everything else. They wanted them padded so that their owners could run them out there to kill themselves, not because they were trying to groom warriors or that they even knew what the hell they were doing. So the vegan thing, second part of it that makes me know and alarms me is Darren Williams. Darren Williams was a hamburger eating fat dude his whole beginning of his career. Someone got in his ear and told him, hey, you fat dude. You need to lay off the meat, which is a complete false thing. Science has taught us it's the sugar that is killing us. It's the combination of the two is not good. Darren Williams' ankles disintegrated in front of our eyes. He went vegan. He got cut up. He was thin. Stopped putting that black shit in his head, painting on a hairline. But his body gave out. He went from being the second best point guard into the league into the most despised point guard to ever play for the Brooklyn Nets. So here we are in the bunker with Sean Marks. What do we do? What is Sean Marks maniacal plan going forward? What is that evil genius thinking? Because he can't be looking at these press conferences and going,